Part two. This is part two. Okay, so here's what I would do if I was John Calipari. I got two options, or I got a couple options. I could stay in Kentucky, keep trying to win. I think his son graduates at Kentucky, so pretty much the family obligations aren't there. Your family's grown. If Mike Anderson leaves St. John's, say take the Tulsa job, go home and go back to his alma mater and finish his career. If I'm Calipari, why not go to St. John's? Go back to New York. You're from the Pittsburgh area, from Eastern Pennsylvania, so you got East Coast recruiting ties. You recruited New York like crazy when you were at UMass. You coached the Nets, even though you weren't successful. Okay, I take that back. You were semi-successful. You did get them to the playoffs in your second year, and did it with a way that most NBA teams did. They had a stretch four in the NBA with Keith Van Horn. Nobody had a stretch four. Nobody ran the fast break. You had Kerry Kittles and Sam Cassell in the backcourt. You had the talent. Injuries in an NBA lockout ruined your career. Now, admittedly, you made mistakes. You called out reporters, called them names. I'm not going to repeat that on this channel. Very thin-skinned. Did a lot of things, but he was a good coach. He trapped the pick and roll. Nobody in the NBA was doing that. Every pick and roll any NBA team did, he was trapping it. He was smothering it. He played small ball a lot. He didn't really have a true center, but was he successful? He got the playoffs. Lost to the Last Dance Bulls, which is no small feat. You lost to them. Anybody was going to lose to them. You could have rolled any great NBA team against those Last Chance Bulls in 97, 98. You would have lost easily. You wouldn't have had a snowball's chance in hell. But you've learned, you've grown up. If St. John's is open, if I'm Calipari, I'd say, look, here's a contract. Give me, and you're in your early 60s. You got one last good run in you. You've done all you can at Kentucky. Move to New York, finish your twilight of your career. You don't have to deal with the 24/7 pressure of Kentucky anymore. You wouldn't have to deal with the fan base. You wouldn't have to deal with the expectations. We got to beat the Final Four every year. We got to play for a national championship every year. You can still do one and done. You can charm the heck out of every high school coach and AAU coach and kid in New York City saying, look, hey, I know how to win national championships. I've done it. I've been to the Final Four. Here's AAU. I can get you to the NBA. Come play for me at St. John's. Let's play at Madison Square Garden. I'll teach you an NBA life every night. St. John's would be immediately nationally relevant again. Think this is the St. John's program that has not been relevant since Luke Carnesecca retired. Mike Jarvis flopped miserably. Mike Anderson had his moments. He got him back to the NIT. He got you off life support. You weren't the laughingstock of college basketball. Big East schools like St. John's and DePaul have flopped miserably. DePaul has tried. Tony Stubblefield has done okay, but they're not. DePaul is not the Ray Meyer or Joey Meyer DePaul teams. Oliver Purnell, the bastard turnaround, rebuilt Dayton, Old Dominion, Clemson, went there, and he struggled badly. Villanova's top-heavy, okay? Admittedly, Villanova, UConn, top of the Big East. Okay, admit that. But if you got someone like a John Calipari on campus in New York, and you got all of that, you hit the transfer portal, you get the one-and-dones, you get the NBA players on that roster, St. John's would be nationally relevant. They'd be a top 20 team again within 2 years. You might take a year to get to the NIT, but after that, sky's the limit. Cal could still do it if he wants to. Why would you want to deal with Kentucky anymore? Been there 12 years. You won your ring. You're not gonna be Adolph Rupp. You're not gonna be the Baron of the Bluegrass. You've done all you can. He liked the big city, loved Memphis. New York City, you'd be a small fish in a giant pond. You'd have the Nets, the Knicks, the Yankees, the Mets, the Giants, the Jets, the Rangers, the Islanders. You'd be maybe the seventh biggest story in the Times or Newsday every day. Kind of finish in anonymity. Sometimes being in the shadows is not always a bad thing.